Hello and welcome to my channel. It's the Network Specialist. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so that you know each and every time I upload a video. Everything I will discuss in this video is alleged and in my very own opinion, used for entertainment purposes only. Today, we will be talking about Dr. Heavenly Kimes and her husband, Damon Kimes' son, facing some very serious criminal charges. But before we get started, I would like to say some hellos. Hey, Mama Bees, my moderator, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you and everything you do. Thank you so much for being here, Linda Gambo, beautiful. And thank you so much for being here, Aries Girl Podcast. And then the Gamma says that she is number two coming up in the building. And guys, please like this video. Even if you are in the bushes, please like this video to help push my video up in the algorithm. Okay. So guys, let's just go ahead and get started. So Damon Kimes Jr. was charged with aggravated assault against a law enforcement officer when engaged on an official duty. Okay. So in Fulton County in the state of Georgia on February 23rd, 2023. So this has been quite some time ago, 2 years ago. And I do not know how this has managed to go under the radar all of this time. The accuser did unlawfully and knowingly commit an aggravated assault upon the person of Ryan Panazzo, a public safety officer employed by Georgia State University. So he was more than likely at school when this happened in college. University Police Department as a peace officer. Okay. Who was at the time of the assault engaged in the performance of his official duties as such public safety officer. Said assault being committed by driving his vehicle toward Officer Panazzo, the same being a means likely to result in serious bodily injury, contrary to the laws of said state, the good order, peace, and dignity thereof. So, guys, yes. And keep in mind, she posted pictures when he graduated from college. So even though this happened, let me just point out that he was still able to graduate college. Okay. So the charges are still pending. So this is something that he will definitely have to face at some point. And I wish this young man well, because he is now going to school to be a dentist. So he's following in his mom's practice, and he has also been interning at her office. Hey, Soundcheck Annette, thank you so much for being here in the bushes. Thank you so much, sis. So, with Dr. Heavenly just always minding everybody else's business, like I don't understand. She should have just minded her own business and, stop speaking on people's marriages because now it has come out and been confirmed by her cast members that she is also dealing with infidelities in her marriage. So, it's expanding to her family. Her daughter, Alara, was going to FAMU College in Florida. She has since said that she's quitting college. Well, I'm not going to say that she's quitting. She says she's moving back to Atlanta, and I guess eventually she'll go to some college in Atlanta closer to home. It's been about 2 years, so I guess she went down there. She partied all the time, and now she's just ready to go back home and and continue to live off of her parents. I'm just saying. She did say that she wants to be a Instagram personality, whatever you call it. So she does want to start a YouTube channel. So she's also following in her mom's footsteps. Hey, Cece, thank you so much for being here. Hey, Sharon Gottbalt, thank you so much for being here. Let me make sure I'm not missing anybody, and I might have repeated a couple of people. So, Yeah, so this is what Dr. Heavenly has going on. And like I said, this happened, about 2 years ago. So she's been able to keep this under the radar for a very long time because her son has also actually appeared on the show a few times since this happened. I remember their episode where he was telling his father that, he's such a great dad and he wants to be like him and everything. And it brought tears to his eyes. So he's a very, he's just an honorable young man. Things happen, and I just hope that he can get it right. The great thing for him is his parents, you know, they have lots of money, so they should be able to get him a great attorney, and hopefully, maybe they can get this off of his record so that it doesn't affect his future. Um, so that's the good thing because it's one thing for your kids to get in trouble and you can't afford a good attorney. So, they do have money and they should be able to help their son um, come out on top of this situation. And Cece said, which son is in trouble? The one in real estate for or the one in medical school? It's Dr. Damon Jr. That's the one that just graduated from college and now he's going to school to be a dentist. And this is the one that I believe it was on the episode, if I'm not mistaken, or it could have been on social media. She showed him interning at her dentist office. And I want to say that it was, what's the name? Um, I forget the name of the person. She used to have the show with Kaya. She's always into it with Michelle ATLN. It was on the episode when she was at Dr. Heavenly's office. Yes, it's Damon Jr. for sure. And Sharon said, good for Heavenly's aid. That's why if you're living in a glass house, you shouldn't throw stones. Absolutely. And let me just go ahead and remind you guys of what she said to Dr. Contessa. She told Dr. Contessa that um, her boobs were social distancing, knowing that this woman had a surgery to prevent her from getting breast cancer because she was high risk. So obviously, which anybody would, Dr. Contessa really felt some kind of way about this. And I'm sharing my screen, guys, so that I can show you guys what Dr. Contessa actually came on social media to say about the situation.
Send a quick little message to you guys to tell you I don't have any breast. I know people have said so many crazy things, but for anyone who's had what I had, which was a bilateral mastectomy, I've had all of my breast tissue removed. And so what you see beneath my skin is implants. And I'll tell you, I'll take implants upside, downside, turn in, out. I don't care if they are asymmetrical, but I take that over breast cancer any day of the week because I want to be here to raise my children. But if someone would like to insult what they see, feel free. Argue amongst yourself. Low hanging fruit. I understand it. But just understand that use the right term. It's just cleavage. That's what you're looking at because I don't have any breast tissue anymore. It was removed. God bless you. To send a quick little message to you guys to tell you.
Isn't that sad that this woman actually had to, go on her social media platform and make a statement because Dr. Heavenly chose to go so low. And like I said yesterday, she should be dragged the same way that Dr. Jackie was dragged when she made that statement about Black women on Heavenly's platform. And Aries Girl said, Dr. Contessa was so classy with her clapback. Heavenly should be ashamed. She absolutely should be ashamed. And I don't know how her husband can keep making excuses for her. And the fact that he called Dr. G sensitive. Like, are you freaking kidding me? Like, your facial expressions show that you're sensitive because you feel some kind of way because he will no longer see your patients. Like, he doesn't want to have any more communication with you. Just like Dr. Contessa said, you're low hanging fruit. Like, you're willing to do anything, to stay on this platform. And it's just so ridiculous. Like, and then he had the nerve to say that integrity is very important to him when he's married to somebody that really gets off on putting people down and embarrassing people. And Soundcheck Connect said, Elaine is disgusting and evil. Absolutely. I mean, there are just no words. And just like you said yesterday, Soundcheck Connect in the comments, Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Damon are the same. They're one and the same. They are exactly alike. He was just able to hide it for a little bit longer than her, but he's definitely just like Dr. Heavenly. And Soundcheck said, Elaine, yep, exactly what I was just saying. They are the same. Absolutely. Because if he was not just like her, she would be just as annoying to him as she is to us, especially being that he has to live in the same house with her. So he has to be just like her and have the same antics. Some people are just better at hiding it. They're just kind of low key, nice, nasty. And also, Angelina Jolie had the same surgery that Dr. Contessa had. And there's many women who have had this same surgery. And I'm pretty sure that offended them as well when she made that statement. And just any woman who's had to go through breast cancer. Like, it's so disrespectful. Like, I don't understand how Dr. Jackie can just sit there and let her friend say all these vile things and not call her out when she's also a doctor and pretends to be very invested in, women and their health issues and their, women's rights. But she will not call out Dr. Heavenly for whatever reason. And now it seems like her husband has also taken the side of Dr. Heavenly, Dr. Damon. And Cece said, if the ladies want to save Married to Medicine, they need to go heavy against Elaine. Show her the door, then usher Mariah back in to deal with the rest of the ladies. After that, more may go and new ladies can come. I love that, Cece, because at this point, she's never really been the villain on the show. So they need to, just like you said, they need to go heavy against Elaine. That's the only thing that's going to want to make people watch the show. If they don't do that, people are just going to be fed up and they're probably not going to watch this show anymore. So that's a great idea. And I too want Mariah back. And Soundcheck said his mask is off. We can see him clearly now. Exactly. And Aries Girl said, surprised that Dr. Jackie was on the Beyonce mute challenge. Okay. She was just like, she folded. Like, she almost couldn't even speak. She didn't know what to say because I think that she knew that she should have called Dr. Heavenly out, but she was just caught off guard and she almost could not speak. Honestly, that's what she was given. And Cece said, at Soundcheck Connect, I agree. Dr. Damon isn't with Elaine for nothing. Birds of a feather. Exactly. And Soundcheck said, Cece, I agree with you. Like, it's just so disgusting that she is allowed to get away with this behavior. And she's always, talking on her platform. Oh, they be dragging me in the comments. Well, you must like it because I don't see any changed behavior. So I think she likes the attention, whether it's good attention or bad attention. And then meanwhile, one second, I'm going to pull something else up, guys. Like she's over there and everybody is talking about this today. It's going to be all over social media. Okay, she was in social media last week about the cheating allegations of her husband, and now this week the allegations about her son. And meanwhile, Phaedra is over there. And let me make sure I don't play no music. Lord, no, I don't want to play no music. And I can tell Phaedra is short because when you are short, honey, you can't gain too much weight. That's me. And Aries Girl said Dr. Damon's bedroom is in the basement, and he probably spends more time with other people when he's not at home. I guarantee you, he put in a lot of overtime hours. Anything not to go home to her. And Cece said maybe Dr. Damon can go on Ralph's in the basement podcast since they are both bottom dwellers. Oh my God. Soon as I posted that, I thought about that fact that they both are in the basement. And Sharon says, "Get it, Phaedra." So it seems like another reason that Dr. Heavenly and Quad might have clicked up and become such good friends is that they're both, dealing with people that are going through, court cases and criminal activities. And Sharon said, "Hey, Sharon." She says, "Love to see her dancing, enjoying life." Get it, girl. Yes, she is definitely doing that. She ain't worried about them trashy ladies over there on Married to Medicine, as she said. Okay. And Aries Girl says, "Not a bottom dweller." Honey, those men are enjoying being in the basement. Okay. They are enjoying it. And so King, on the other hand, him and three other people that's involved in his lawsuit, they were ordered to pay $512,000 between the three of them, okay, to the luxury lease company. So her and Quiet both have a lot going on. So they're going to actually need each other to be able to lean on each other because they have a lot going on right now. And that might be what's bringing them so close. And they feel like they're so loyal to each other because maybe they're both hiding each other's secrets. And every time I think about the fact that Quad was on that episode saying that she has sex 15 times a week with a man who is accused of being either gay or bisexual, it just make me cringe. Like, girl, you live in Atlanta. Like, you have to do your homework. And allegedly, because I don't have the facts to prove that this is true, but I heard it over on Lakeisha Keisha's platform. And guys, if you're not following her, please follow her because that's actually where I heard the news about Dr. Heavenly's son being arrested. She got this information. She has a lot of people sending her information, and she's also very well connected. She also lives in Atlanta, Georgia, and she's been living there for a long time. So if you want to keep up with this court case, because I'm sure she's going to give updates on Dr. Heavenly's son. She just gave an update on King's court case on yesterday as well. Hey, Paula, thank you so much for being here. So definitely go and check her out. And guys, if you didn't see my video where I posted a picture of what King's alleged boyfriend looks like, I did a short today, and you can go over there to see what he looks like, allegedly. And Cece said, all the hot tea always comes out after filming. Yes, after filming the reunion. Exactly. And then now we have to wait until the show comes back. You are absolutely right, Cece. I didn't even think about that. And Sharon says, "Hey, I love you and your podcast. Keep up the good work. I'm newly subscribed. I believe it's going to come out that he gay. I follow Lakeisha too." Well, okay, awesome, Sharon. I love her channel as well. And thank you so much for that. Yes, I definitely believe it because honestly, I was getting those vibes even before she said it, to be honest. It was just something about him. And like I've always told you guys, you have to be very careful in Atlanta and maybe date outside of Atlanta. Because, like I told y'all, I used to go to Atlanta every year for a convention. And I've had family members and just people in general tell me, don't, when, because we would go out to have fun at the club. And they would warn me, don't talk to no man. I don't care how good he looks. I don't care how fine he is. Don't talk to him because I've heard so many women from ATL share their stories of being involved with a down low man, one of my cousins included. So you do not want to get got. They are so good at, playing that game and they don't feel guilty about it. Like they are so comfortable talking to both men and women. And it's nothing, against LGBTQ community. It's just you need to be honest with people. Like you need to be who you are because some people might not have a problem with you being on the DL, and then some people want nothing to do with that. Cece said, I saw that short. All I could do was ask, huh? Yes. And this guy isn't just, LGBTQ. He's very flashy. Like, he's very, very flashy. If you've seen the whole entire video that I did, I shared his Instagram and like, he's very eccentric. I'll say that. Very eccentric. Hey, Gracie's Quilting and Crafting Corner. Thank you so much for being here. And Sharon says Atlanta is known for the downloaders. Absolutely. And Cece said instead of buying purses, ladies need to save that money for detectives to check out their prospective mates. I ain't even trying to go there. Like if you tell me that you are from Atlanta or you um used to live in Atlanta, it's probably just gonna be a no for me. I'm sorry. Like I just seen too much stuff. Hey Cynthia Christian, thank you so much for being here. And Sharon said, it's the good looking men we have to worry about now. It's scary today. It is because you will never know just by looking at the men. Now, by looking at King, he looks a little suspect. I'm going to be honest about that. But a lot of the DL men, you cannot tell. Like they are very convincing. They work out, they don't have any feminine tendencies, not all of them, so I mean, yeah. And Sharon said God bought down lowers and basement dwellers. Oh my God. And Gracie said, I wonder if Heavenly will address this about her son. The good thing for Heavenly is that she goes live randomly, but Monday is her for sure day. So we might have to wait till Monday to see if she's going to address this. But I doubt she will. I don't think she will because it has to do with her family. So I don't think she's going to address it because Heavenly has no problem telling you, I will not talk about my marriage and I won't talk about my family. So she makes that clear. So I just don't believe she's going to address this situation. And Cece said, I know it's off topic, but I want someone to do a deep dive on Kelly's ex. How on earth did he bag her? Is he rich, rich? And you're talking about Kelly on Real Housewives of Atlanta, the one that has a restraining order against her husband? That Kelly? because I'm going to definitely look into it because I was already curious about this man because even though she talks about him a lot, I don't believe I've seen any pictures of him. Okay, got it. Yes, I'll definitely try to see what I can find out about him. And Cynthia said, I think Heavenly will say anything about her son. I think you meant to say won't say anything about her son being arrested. Yes, and like I said, guys, that's a very serious charge. And on top of that, guys, you know that it's also been said that Dr. Heavenly's son is also on the DL. Or maybe he's not on the DL. Maybe he's out the closet. I don't know. But that's also being said about Dr. Heavenly's son. And to be at college and doing something, and we don't know the details, maybe there's a good explanation for this, but I feel like if there was a good explanation, the charges would have been dropped because we're 2 years in at this point. And one thing about getting in trouble, even if you are innocent, it takes about 2 years to prove that you're innocent. So he could definitely get off on these charges, but sometimes it still takes about 2 years to prove your innocence. And Sharon says Heavenly will only deflect and talk about Sweet Tea and Dr. G. She won't talk about her son. She definitely won't. She's just going to ignore this. Like the only reason why she talked about her husband's cheating allegations is because it aired on the reunion. If it wasn't for that, she wouldn't have even, talked about that on her YouTube channel. And Cynthia said, was it the older son? I believe he's the oldest son, Dr. Damon Jr., because I feel like if you have two sons, more than likely the very first son you have, you're going to make him the junior. So I feel like, yes, he's the oldest. And then I believe the other son is into real estate, if I'm not mistaken. But yes, that's the oldest son, Dr. Damon Jr. And guys, that's going to be it for this update on. I'm pretty sure most of you guys have heard it because it's all over social media, but I just wanted to make sure that I covered it on my platform because we were just talking about yesterday about Dr. Heavenly and her karma. And I was just saying that, sometimes the karma skips you and it goes to a family member, and then sometimes it skips generation. And then today or last night, overnight, we got this information. So we just knew something was coming down the pipeline. So guys, again, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have not done so already, please like this video on your way out. And if you just happen to be catching the replay, please like this video and subscribe to the channel and drop down in the comments and leave a comment so that we can keep this conversation going. I love chatting it up with you guys in the comment section. Thank you so much, guys, for being here and have a great rest of your day. And bye for now.